welcome to my page. I am Amber with 1898 Mama, and today I'm going to tell you about the free birth of my baby here, Jace, who is my 5th baby. The sun is totally blaring right there, but this is the only view you guys can get right now. I am actually in the car. I just dropped off my kids, and I'm pretty sure I am in labor. Okay, so I say that I'm in labor because I'm 40 weeks and 2 days right now, and right now it's 4:30 p.m. About, I don't know, 2 o'clock maybe? No, it was probably before that, 'cause it was about 1 o'clock, 1:30. I noticed contractions that were more intense than what they have been with predominant labor. So I started timing them, and they were about every 7 minutes apart while I was laying down. And then for about maybe an hour, I laid there, and they were still intense. So my mom had already planned on taking my kids tonight. So I was like, you know what, let's just get everybody ready. We're gonna go and drop them off. Well, as I get up and I'm like walking around, cleaning up the house a little bit, helping the kids pack, contractions speed up to about every 3 to 4 minutes apart. And a couple of them I actually had to like just stop moving and just like breathe through them, you know? And so I was like, holy cow, that sped up fast. We gotta get going. Well, I get in the car, I'm sitting down, I have the seat warmer on my back, and they have slowed down again to about every 6 minutes apart. So that's kind of telling me, okay, well, if they're slowing down, like, you're not in labor. But they're pretty intense. So, or they're getting pretty intense, I should say. They're definitely still talkable. I can talk through them, most of them. But I'm feeling them. So it's kind of funny because this morning I actually made the baby mama dance video, and I've like put it up on YouTube, but I haven't like published it or anything. And in the description I wrote, will this put me into labor? So if this actually, like if I actually go into labor, and I did the baby mama dance this morning, and that's like what kicked it off, that's kind of humorous. I mean, obviously baby will come when baby's ready, but that, I don't know, I find that very humorous. I actually had planned on going to the store after dropping my kids off this morning. I have another contractions coming right now. Hold on. Okay, so I planned on going to the store this morning. Tonight, excuse me, and picking up some pineapple, and just some random other things like the natural labor crap. Okay, we're done. And I don't think I need to do that because I'm pretty sure I will be having my baby tonight or tomorrow. My labors aren't super fast, so I wasn't scared to bring my kids all the way to my mom's, which is 40 minutes one way. So yeah, that's just, I wanted to make a video and document this right now so I don't forget anything. So 40 weeks, 2 days with baby 5. It's 4:37 p.m. right now, and hopefully the next video I'll be making will be because I've given birth. So I will see you guys later, hopefully. It is 3:14 in the morning on, what's the date? December 9th. So I am 40 weeks and 3 days pregnant. Contractions have been consistently 4 to 6 minutes apart since yesterday afternoon. They're about 45 seconds each. I did get a couple hours of sleep from about midnight to 3. But I would wake up about every 6-ish. I'm guessing, I wasn't timing, but every whatever contraction. But then I'd fall asleep right after. I'm a really good sleeper. Right now I just got done. I went for like a 20-minute walk on the treadmill. That definitely brought contractions up to about 2.5 minutes. Now that I've stopped, they're about 3 minutes apart now. Lasting about 45 seconds to a minute. One should be coming up here in about another minute. I just pulled out the birth pool. I haven't blown it up or anything yet. Air mattress is blown up in the other room, and I've got some sheets on there. I'm setting up 2 different things just because I don't know how I'm going to feel in the moment. Maybe I'll end up wanting to go on a bed, and I don't want to have to walk upstairs. So that's why I have an air mattress coming downstairs. I've got some padding on the couch. I'm going to blow up the birth pool here in a little while. I won't fill it up yet, but I'm going to blow it up. Yeah, so that's where we're at right now at 3 o'clock in the morning.
She's ripping. Is she normally a fast driver?
Oh,
I'm gonna take this garbage off.
okay.
So it's like, I'm almost here. He's like, okay, she's eating Fruit Loops in the tub. Okay.
I wasn't sure if I was nauseous or hungry. I was like, well, I'll try again.
Beautiful. You excited? You ready?
Honestly,
You're like, it's gotta come out
it's like
someday.
surreal. Like I don't feel like I'm in labor until like the actual contractions. Then obviously I do, but I don't know. It doesn't feel real yet.
Well, guess what?
What?
It's real. Baby has to come out. Oh no.
Oh. Oh.
I was gonna wait and go to bed like way late so that like these.
What were you saying? I don't remember.
Oh, I was in the
So-
bed really.
At this point, I am in the birthing pool. I had texted my photographer, told her, okay, I think you need to come because I think this is the real deal, or I know this is the real deal, or something like that. I can't remember what I said exactly. But so I'm in the birthing pool for about an hour, and I'm hungry. So I told my husband to give me some Fruit Loops, and I started eating Fruit Loops. My photographer walked in, and I was in pain, like in the contractions, but in between I was totally fine. So this is like 7 o'clock in the morning now, and contractions were very intense, but they weren't like any other birth I've ever had. Like it seems like they were a lot less painful than any other birth I ever had. So I'm gonna speed ahead now. So let's go like an hour more, and I am very close to giving birth to him. So he was born at 8:21 a.m. And honestly, I mean, it sucked, but it wasn't that bad. So I remember feeling like, so I've never had like the fetal eject reflex or the FER. I don't even know what it stands for. I've never had that. I have always wanted that, but somebody's always been there to tell me when to push, how to push, all of that. So they've just always been like, okay, I think you better push. So I've never had it like all natural, doing my thing. So I didn't get the urge to push, but it felt better to push, if that makes sense at all. I don't know what made me, maybe this is exactly what it is, but so honestly, I pooped a lot. So TMI, pooped a lot. My husband even made the point like, okay, you're doing this on purpose now, which at the point when he said that, I was super annoyed, but now it's pretty dang funny. But I just felt better pushing. It took the pain away, not completely, but it definitely brought it down a lot. So I was pushing, and I don't know how long I was pushing for. And then I decided to reach down just to see, and I could feel like a little bit of head, or what I thought was head, but I wasn't 100% sure. So I just kept pushing whenever I had a contraction. My husband didn't really know that I was pushing because it wasn't like anything else I've ever done. It wasn't as painful, and I got like more quiet when I was doing it. So like all of my energy went into that push. And the next thing I know, that the head's out, and it wasn't, I mean, I never got like the ring of fire. So it wasn't that bad, honestly. I mean, it sucked, but compared to every other birth I've ever had, this one was fantastic. He head came out, waited for another contraction, and then I pushed him out with the next contraction, and I grabbed him, and there he was in the pool. He did have the umbilical cord wrapped around like his shoulders, not around his neck, but around his shoulders. So I guess it was like the back of his neck, like a scarf basically. So I tipped him upside down and took that off and hung out there for a few minutes, and we dried him up. Waited until I kind of felt enough to get up and walk to an air mattress that I actually have in this room on the other side of you guys. We laid down, or I laid down with him on me, and just laid there for maybe half an hour. And excuse you, placenta popped right out, and everything went great. I had bleeding, but not a tremendous amount. I didn't tear or anything. So this is probably the most, I don't know, I'm just horrible at telling stories, so this is probably the worst birth story ever, but I'm sorry, this is what I remember. This is how I remember it. 6 days ago he was born, 8:21 a.m. He was 8 pounds 4 ounces. He his head was 12 inches, body 17 and a half, chest was 13 inches. So we had a unassisted free birth, whatever you want to call it, at home. We are officially in that club, and it was awesome, and I loved it. All of my births now, my very first birth, I was induced with Pitocin. They broke my water. I didn't have an epidural, but I did have those done. Second birth, same thing. They gave me Pitocin. They broke my water. And those two births, the first one was the absolute worst. So painful. I pushed for like 4 hours to get her out. It was horrible. Second birth, same thing, super painful, but he came out in like 2 pushes. Third birth, came naturally, but it was in a hospital. 4th birth at home with a midwife, 5th birth at home with my husband. So that's kind of like, I've basically done everything except for a C-section at this point, I feel like. And yeah, it's crazy how different all the births are, and honestly, with the least amount of intervention, I feel like the better it is. Yeah, so if you guys have any questions, put a comment down below if you've made it this far, and I will try to answer you. So this is Jace Allen, 6 days old right now. Nursing like a champ. Like, basically, I can't believe he let me go like 15 minutes to make this video without nursing, honestly. Nursing like a champ, pooping like a champ. Everything is going great. Everybody's feeling great. I am trying to take it easy, but with 4 other kids, it's not happening the greatest. Kids are now starting to fight. So, video is over, and I will talk to you guys later.
Do you want to do anything?